Hello everyone, I'm Brian. I'll be taking you on a quick herb tour. Herbs are pretty self-explanatory. I guess they're used to freshen up dishes or add complex savory notes to others. I'm going to be picking some to use, so before they're all gone, I thought I'd just take you on a quick tour of what herbs are growing around here. Let's start by looking at some of the herbs that are in the permaculture resort garden. And the great thing about herbs is that they're very easy to grow, and we're lucky for that because they give us so much in return in flavoring of food and also in medicine. So this is a little patch of Greek oregano and garlic chive here, a bunch of garlic chive all around various places at my gardens. Some thyme. Let's see. Down below here, this is regular oregano. This was actually a whole patch of oregano, but I've since covered it and want to make a little compost heap. I don't use oregano too often. This is marjoram. They're very commonly used herb for chicken seasoning, so you'll find it in poultry seasoning. This is za'atar. This is wild za'atar, and it's like oregano, a little bit more strong, and I'll be using it in some of kofta or sausage seasoning. Thai basil, more specifically Siam Queen. We have some more down here. They're making flowers. This is Tokyo long white green onion. I use green onion all the time. I have it growing all the time because they're really good. Very, very good herb to have. Some lemongrass that was recently planted. That's the Indian kind. There are two types. I can't remember what the differences are, but as far as the one that you want to use in the culinary arena is the East Indian kind. And we'll go and swing and look at the herbs growing in the front yard. This is the front yard area, and herbs are good landscape plants, and I like to use them in landscape areas. And here we have some French tarragon. They rarely make seeds, and if they do, the seeds are sterile, so you need to grow these by getting the live plants. And it's super happy out here. Here's some new growth, and it's pretty big. This was some bouquet dill, and they've gone to seed now. Right in front are some Rama Tulsi. Let's see. Some self-sowing fennel. Fennel is self-sowing. Garlic chive. Some more marjoram. And if you saw the banana planting, here's an update. Quick update. Look, it's collected the dew. Pretty cool. We've been getting a big change in weather, so nights have been a little bit more humid, and we get dew. This is a Vana Tulsi. We have pineapple sage. We have these really pretty flowers, and they can be grown from seed. I don't see too many seeds. Best way to grow them is from the runners that they have. So this will bush out, and you can grow them that way. Here's some runners. So you can dig these up and plant them as a new plant. Rosemary. This is a rosemary. Grew it from a cutting. They grow very easily. You just you snip off a little branch, stick it in the ground, and they'll grow. So they can be grown from seed as well. And this is where I come out and get my rosemary. A lot of this stuff I need to trim back. Here's some more thyme. And let me take a wide shot of what everything looks like in relation. Down here there's some more Rama Tulsi. And back that way are some Kapoor Tulsi. And this is some more Siam Queen basil. Basil is a very drought tolerant plant, and they like their feet dry as well too. So it looks a little bit dry, but once we water it, it'll be perky again. Almost forgot the sage. Here's some sage. They're really good in making sausages, and you can make a sage rosemary roast chicken. Very good, very simple. So here's where that plant is in relation to the rest of the yard. And let's go in the backyard and see what other herbs are growing. Okay, here we are in the backyard, and here are the herbs that are growing back here. This is another sage, but it has a really cool mutation down here that I mean to propagate. In my attempt to propagate this by putting it in water, that one failed, so we still have this, so we're going to propagate this via ground layering or air layering. Here is more of the lemongrass, and there's onions or scallions or something everywhere, every which way. There's some more garlic chive in the back. And here's an example of what happens when the garlic chive is volunteers itself and grows with other plants. This is a blueberry plant, and the garlic chive is really hard to get out. So I plan to transplant this blueberry, and when I do that, I'll get in there and remove it. But by just ripping the garlic chive out doesn't help because the rhizome's down in there. Some more Thai basil, Siam Queen. Those are cinnamon basil, and the garlic chive in the container we just harvested. We're gonna get to the mints now. This is a mojito mint, and this is the mint that was the founding mint for the really refreshing and delicious Cuban cocktail called a mojito, made with club soda, some simple syrup, lime juice, and this mint. Right now it's in its dormancy, but when it gets cooler in the winter, the leaves will get at least 5 times bigger than this, and it has a really nice red outline. You can see that the possums have been digging for grubs. They're aerating the soil and removing some grubs. They dug into some of these Ishikara scallions, and I've been mounting them. I'll go and get a Ishikara onion out soon, and I'll show you what it looks like. Here are some random scallions that were grown from seed, and the original plant was grown from a scallion from the supermarket. Here are the seeds up here. Okay, and swing down this way. Is verbena an herb? Technically, maybe. It's a really nice lemongrass-like plant. Underneath in here are some Moroccan mint, and they too are in their dormancy period. The leaves are really small. This is the mint that the Moroccans put in their tea. So if you ever had Moroccan tea, it's a really good and refreshing drink as well. Let's see. There's not any mints there. We'll come this way and look at some of the other herbs. I think this is a considered herb. It's a Piper lolok plant, and it's used in Vietnamese dishes. It's commonly used as a wrap for ground beef, and it has a very interesting flavor. And back here, this is one of the newer herbs that I'm growing, and just growing it for fun. I'm planning to use it as a landscape plant. It's a winter savory. I think it's commonly used in Europe. So let's pick it and see what it smells like. Kind of like thyme and oregano put together. So I think it will be good in a meat pie. I've been meaning to cook up meat pie. Maybe I'll do that one of these days soon. Cardamom. Cardamon's a spice, so that's not a mint. Okay. Heyo. Here are some more herbs. This is a Krishna tulsi, or purple sacred basil, and this is a Rama tulsi, also known as Thai holy basil. And you guys, if you've seen my videos, and you're very familiar with that, but I wanted to include it in the tour here. Back this way we have some more basil. Here is the Thai basil. This is Siam Queen, and it has a really beautiful floret. It's almost like a pagoda. And here are some sweet basil, Italian sweet basil. Coming back this way by the back door, we have a little planting space, and this is where we have some common mint, spearmint, and here with a lot of sun, they're nice and happy. And that concludes our herb tour. I hope I didn't miss any of the herbs. If you're just starting out as a gardener, I recommend that you give herbs a try. They're really easy to grow, and they'll really get you excited to try other things. And not only that, herbs are great to have around your house. They add some ornamental appeal to your landscape, and on top of that, they add all the greatness to your dishes. And at the end of the day, when you're tired and you don't want to go to the market and you want to just crack open your can of pasta sauce and have spaghetti, if you swing your door out and get some fresh basil and add it to your spaghetti, it tastes so much better, and it's really simple and convenient, and not only that, really cheap, because herbs can be quite expensive if you have to buy them. And with that, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. With the herbs from today's harvest, we'll be making some kofta, which is a Middle Eastern type of sausage using ground meat. So we're going to make a ground beef version, and then we're going to make a ground lamb version. But we're not going to be making it in this video, but just a quick overview of how we're going to use some of our herbs. We're going to make a version with some mint and some wild za'atar, and then we're going to do one with rosemary, some sage, and a little bit of za'atar. And we're going to put in some shallots that we still have from our garden. These are heirloom shallots, French heirloom shallots, Zebrun. And we still have garlic from our earlier harvest, and these are some chestnut red garlic. So once again, we're not going to be making them in this video, but this is just a quick overview of how these herbs get used.